Hi, I'm Chase Rosen. I graduated from Newhouse in Syracuse in 2010, and now I work as the social media editor at everydayhealth.com.
Which is why I started on the Twitter channel, which is kind of, you're on Twitter, your Pinterest, your Facebook. I mean,
all that up here too.
You're all day, every day. We'll pop in and see that's the Pinterest boards that Everyday Health has, and just so much goes into what you do. Do you love it?
I love it. It's so much fun. It is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It never stops, but it's super exciting. It is fast moving. It's interesting. It's strategic. It's creative. It is everything you want it to be, which is why I love it.
And you studied TRF here at Syracuse, and then you did your grad work when you were studying communications, and now you're in social media, which is definitely communications. But how did you get this? Like, how did this come about? And I think you had a good message about being picky with your jobs.
Yeah, well, after I finished graduate school, which I went to straight from Syracuse at the CUNY Graduate School of Journalism, I studied broadcast journalism and interpreted that in a different way that's not just TV. And, you know, broadcast is a big word, so we could broadcast to people on just about any single channel. And I was really interested in Twitter. I was really interested in how other companies were using it and how other companies were leveraging this free platform to help out their brand and to brand themselves and to develop an audience. And when this Everyday Health opportunity came along, it just seemed like the right fit. I'm interested in health. I'm interested in wellness. I was doing some social media consulting on the side for smaller brands and smaller companies and helping them out come up with strategies and plans and hashtags and Facebook pages and photos and all of that fun stuff, and it just all kind of happened.
That's great. And then you kind of every day, by doing this and having Pinterest and having Facebook and having Twitter, you're just always on. You mentioned that. But you still find time to do this personally as well. Talk to me about that balance.
Oh, it's a beast. It's not easy. It's very difficult, but luckily being on these platforms all day, if I remember to leave out my personal account, I'll remember to share some things on my personal account, and it's all about time management, and that's definitely one of the biggest lessons I learned at Syracuse, and how to manage classwork, how to manage friends, how to manage being in a sorority, how to manage everything, how to manage a job search. Everything required time management, and that's definitely something I've carried over into my professional career now that I've been working at Everyday Health for about 6 months.
And I think something that's important to you at Everyday Health is the personality behind all these accounts. So you're not just, like, if you show us the Twitter account, if we go over to Twitter, it's not just, you know, talk. Like, there are retweets on here, there are mentions on here, like, you're actually engaging with an audience. How important is that in social media? Because I think a lot of our students want to do this, but need to realize that, you know, there's a human behind this brand. Talk to me about that.
I think the best advice I have on working in social media is you get out of it what you put into it. And if you spend some time to develop your audience and to develop your voice and to develop your brand, then it'll resonate with people. There's a big difference between just being a news dissemination service where you're constantly putting out, you know, breaking news, learn about this person said that, X, Y, and Z. That's respectable, and that's why social media is great. But for a brand, excuse me, like Everyday Health, you know, health is a sensitive topic. It's not something that people always want to talk about. Not everyone wants to share their weight loss journey. Not everyone wants to share, you know, their experiences living with cancer, or their experiences living with diabetes, or them, you know, being a caregiver for a sick child or something like that. So by humanizing the brand and kind of developing more of an editorial voice, I think that that's something that's really important to me at Everyday Health. And you develop that by engaging with people and by letting people know that there's actually a human behind this Twitter account, and here she is. So, yeah, and I think that that's really important, and I think that that's something that everyone should remember if they get a job in social media, or if they're just using social media personally. Talk to people. That's what it's for.
Fantastic. You know? There she is, Chase Rosen, class of 2010 from SU. Thanks, Chase.
Thank you.